Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I have with you via modern technology on the lines with none other than Tony Rugnetta Sr. And Tony is that sensational actor, host. You've seen him around at JCT Tv doing events with us on different locations as well as here in the studio. He's hosted the 4-hour live broadcast on New Year's Eve. And he's just a sensational individual and family man, and as well as a talent, and as well as a friend. Tony, how's it going?
Poppa, good morning. What a wonderful introduction. I hope I can live up to all those wonderful accolades. Always a pleasure to be with you, my friend.
Always, Tony. You come to the presence and to the circumference always with a lot of energy.
Well, thank you so very much. I enjoy everything I'm doing, and when you do it with people that you love working with and that you respect and admire like yourself, Poppa, it makes it that much more fun, no question.
Indeed. And Tony, for those folks who are not familiar with you and your presence here at JCT and all around the world, the things that you're doing, you're coming in today via sunny California, not California, sunny Florida. You said it was 90 degrees, so I almost said California.
I can't believe, Poppa. Here we are, it's November the 2nd, and it's 90 degrees here in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm looking out my window in the condo where I live and looking at a beautiful lake and the swans swimming, and of course, it's just an absolutely spectacular day. And I know I have to face reality as I drive back home to New Jersey, which I love New Jersey nevertheless, but it's tough to go back to the little colder temperatures.
But I tell you right now, though, it's definitely unseasonable, but we're like going up into close to the 70s today, and we've been close to the 70s, if not in the 70s, for the past couple of days.
Oh, that's fantastic. Keep it coming, Poppa.
Indeed, for as long as we can. Well, Tony, on that note right there, we also want to give a great big shout out to your entire family, including that sensational singing son of yours, Tony Rugnetta Jr. You know, he's been here so many times, and when the folks see him, they said he belongs in Las Vegas.
Yes, thank you so much. My son Tony is incredibly talented, as my oldest son Vincent, and as you know, Tony loves to sing Sinatra and the Bobby Darin and all the big band sound. And he's great and studied voice for a number of years, and he's at home on a stage, Poppa, as is my oldest son Vincent, who, with his guitar, and loves to write original music. So I'm blessed in a number of ways. Not only are they great sons, they're incredibly talented, which is a little extra icing on the cake. So, and I enjoy working with both of them because they both love to act as well. But just listening to them sing and entertain is an absolute delight.
I mean, it's definitely a credit to you because, I mean, he's a very handsome young man, as well as him and your son Vinny are very courteous and respectful. And that's a throwback definitely to you and your rearing.
As yourself, Poppa, as myself, like you, firm believer in bringing up our children with respect and courtesy and doing the right thing. And as you say, the rearing is so important. And, it goes a long way, as we were taught.
The old-fashioned morals, right? Tony, what we're going to do right now is go into your entertainment and some of the things you're doing. I know when we first had you on the show, we had a little bit of Black Ribbon, which also hosted yourself, as well as that great artist Rudy, where the folks know him as J New, and he's a sensational rap artist as well as actor. And Black Ribbon is something that I believe was very well put together, very well casted for as well. But The Haunting in Danbury, right?
Yes.
That there in Danbury House, actually, that there was another sensational film to your credits. And we also want to give credit to John Oricchio.
Yes,
but
he did a marvelous job of writing and directing that film. And of course, it's based on a true story about this particular house in Danbury that had these things going on that were inexplicable. And he put together and actually wrote a wonderful film, and it was always a pleasure working with him. And we had a great cast, and I wish more people could have seen that film, although it got some nice circulation in the foreign markets. And it's a film that I think people, if they look at it, will like it. It's entertaining, it's engaging, it's well acted, and it has some wonderful scary moments to it as well.
But you know what, Tony? You did the original, and yet they have had 2 versions over the past, 5 to 10 years? And and we're not counting millions. We should be counting those millions that that somebody did a replica of, or he's got a concept to actually make a film out of that situation.
Yes, it's interesting how you, as you're alluding to, Poppa, you take a little film like we did, a very small budgeted independent film, and which was well received and done incredibly as professional as we possibly could, to make it look as though it were a big budget film. And everything came together for us. And as you're alluding to, a few years subsequent to that film, people are now running with it, and of course have much larger budgets to work with, so consequently they can do much more than we did. But for what we had to work with, I think everything really came together quite well for us, so it's something that we're proud of. And as you before mentioned, John did a terrific job, and it's always a delight to work with him, no question.
Tony, on that note right there, we're going to step away for a minute and go over to some of the highlights from that film, and we'll be right back, folks, to bring you some more intellect and charisma from Tony Rugnetta Sr.
Come on, give me a break.
I can't, not on the phone.
Ghosts?
You look exactly like your mother. What are you experiencing?
Tony, after the folks have viewed some of that great footage and highlights from the haunting in Danbury House, I'm pretty sure that they'll know that you actually said that you were on a low budget, but the quality was extremely outstanding, as well as the plot.
Thank you, Poppa. Thank you so much. And it's nice to always revisit that film and to see it again, and it certainly conjures up a lot of wonderful memories as we worked on that. And it was a terrific cast. We had a wonderful crew behind us, and as you know, it's always, when you have tight purse strings that way, it's difficult to be as creative as you want to. But all things being said, the final results, I don't think we could be happier with the way things turned out.
Outstanding, outstanding. And right now, I know you're working on a project called Much to Do About I Do.
Yes.
You want to tell the folks a little bit about that?
Yes, it was another gentleman that I met along the way. His name is Bill Eastman. He wrote a wonderful script here. I met him a number of years back. It's a romantic comedy, and it's about couples that have known each other, I would say, from high school and college, and it's about 5 years hence after college, and one of the couples decides to get married, and all the action takes place on the day of the wedding, basically. And there are revelations that are discovered on the day of the wedding that cause issues with not only the bride and groom, but the groomsmen, the bridesmaids, the parents, the grandparents. And fortuitously, everything I don't want to give it away, but things are hopefully resolved before the end of the film. And it's an engaging story. It's about relationships. It's about love. It's about trust. It's about being non-judgmental. And we've all been there. Relationships are not easy. We have to, compromise, give and take. And when we find that other half that really makes us who we are today and makes our lives that much more happier, it's not easy, of course, living with another person. But it's a cute little story. I don't want to say chick flick, but it's sort of like that. And it's geared toward the younger audiences as well as the older audiences in terms of the demographic. And we're looking to, the process right now of raising our financing. But it's just a wonderful story that we're incredibly excited about, Poppa.
Well, we definitely got to get together on that, on the fundraising and sponsorship for that film, because I know that at this level that you're definitely even greater than at Haunting and Danbury House. We have another film we're going to have you call in about that went into the vampire setting, and we had black ribbons. So I know that this one here is going to really be sensational. And folks, you guys even had reality show that hasn't premiered yet, right?
That's right. Working on that, a couple of different reality shows that we're not looking to say too much about, but they're being produced as we speak. So hopefully I could come back, Poppa, which I'd be grateful for an opportunity when the opportunity presents itself to come back and elaborate a little bit on those shows. That'd be great, Poppa.
Indeed, because I've seen the footage and it's well put together, and the quality hasn't always, I mean, we give a lot of credit to John and Riccio, but Tony, you're always right there in the mix.
Thank you so very, very much, Poppa. Always a delight, and I love working with you, and of course, Big Al, and it's always a pleasure, my dear friend, no question.
We look forward to getting together real soon again. And Tony, on that note right there, it's been a pleasure having you. Look forward to speaking to you later about some of these projects.
Thank you, Poppa. It's been a delight. Always a pleasure, my friend, and look forward to doing it again. Be well. All the best.
Outstanding. Ciao.
Ciao.